Hello, I'm Tampa J and welcome to Knoxville. This is something I like to call belly bush flop. I haven't done that since I was a kid. Oh my gosh. Don't try this at home, kids, don't worry. I invited the ambulance just in case something went wrong. And now we come to the north side. Welcome to historic Knoxville, Tennessee. Greetings from Knoxville. I had to get this in a video. I think today is the video to do so. I remember showing the Tampa mural like this back in Tampa several times over the years. Really cool that we got the Sun Sphere in here. We got the Tennessee Theater. We got someone mountain biking over there. We got Tennessee Vols Stadium, Go Vols. We got a riverboat. We got a guy playing a cello, or could be a bass. Hey! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome. If it's your first time, I am Tampa J. Thanks for clicking on my channel. Today, we are going to visit a location from the series, a little series that came out 25 years ago. One of the most influential television shows, not just to me, but to a lot of people out there, a lot of my friends. I can specifically think of my cousin. We made a lot of this type of videos back in the day before YouTube. We're talking about Jackass, guys. We're talking about Johnny Knoxville, the creator of Jackass, from right here. That show was a cultural phenomenon. It's phenomenal. I think I'm saying that right. I have been a big fan of this show and then the movies for so long. It has been one of the most influential television series of my lifetime. Someone that always wanted to make movies and make videos and just have fun with friends. There has been a lot of influence with this show over the years, whether it's good, bad, broken arms, got injured. There is no doubt about it, no arguing that Jackass, the television series, was groundbreaking and was one of the most influential series of all time. It spawned the careers of Johnny Knoxville, Bam Margera, Steve-O, rest in peace Ryan Dunn. We're talking about Wee Man. I could go through the cast, but those guys, groundbreaking show right there on MTV. Only went 3 seasons, believe it or not, but that's usually what happens when you have something that good. It sparks bigger and better things. And speaking of that, I was over at the Farragut Regal Cinema here in Knoxville the other night, and we were watching Superman, and we walked out, and in the sidewalk we found out that Johnny Knoxville was there back in 2005, and Jessica Simpson and Sean William Scott, for the hometown premiere of the Dukes of Hazzard remake. Actually, I will go at some point and show you that in this video, but I want to start out by saying today I'm a fan of Jackass, and today we're dedicating this episode to Johnny Knoxville by checking out his high school where he grew up and one of the locations where they filmed one of the episodes right here in Knoxville. I'm going to show you that today, and also we'll go by that theater. I hope you enjoy the video. Thanks for clicking. We're going to head over to Johnny Knoxville's high school. There's much ahead. All right, welcome to the south side of Knoxville. This is Tipton Station Road. On the back side of this sign, people have marked that they were here. Joseph was here. A lot of people did it. And there's a little car. Also, band kids rule. So in 1989, Mr. Johnny Knoxville graduated from South Doyle High School. Actually, no, he didn't. They renamed this high school. When Johnny came here, it was called something else. It was called South Young High School, and later merged with Doyle High School to become South Doyle High School. He graduated in 1989, played baseball here, and was all Knoxville Interscholastic League honorable mention, and played in the Knoxville area All-Star game. And this looks like the main office over here at South Doyle High School. Just imagine a very young Johnny Knoxville. At that time, he was not going by Johnny Knoxville. He went by PJ. PJ Clapp is Johnny Knoxville's real name. And of course, he took on the name Knoxville because he was from here. But if you went to high school with Johnny Knoxville, you knew him as PJ Clapp. And odds are someone watching this video probably went to high school here with Johnny Knoxville, with PJ. The J stands for John. All right, I've reached the baseball diamond. I'm noticing right on the fence here, this name, Carson Daly, Knox County Commissioner, 9th District. All right, I'm gonna have to look this up. Is that the Carson Daly from MTV? That would be wild. Also, 25 years ago, I was watching some TRL. That's funny. So, it looks like it's all locked up, but we can peek over the fence. I can tell by the age of this baseball diamond that Johnny Knoxville did indeed pitch out here. This is where he played. So my dad was a baseball coach, a basketball coach, football coach. And I remember specifically back in 1989, I was a little kid, but he did coach a baseball team. And I remember going to the games back in 1989 up in Indiana. That was Tri High School. Little did we know Johnny Knoxville was down here playing too. South Doyle Cherokees baseball. Look at that. So I got a picture that Johnny posted on his Instagram at some point of him throwing a pitching. I don't know if it was out here. It looks a little different, but I'll put that into frame so you can see. And that's the only picture I found of Johnny playing baseball. I couldn't find anything else online. He posted that himself. They got the batting cage out there. And I'm guessing this is probably the home dugout right here. It's a really nice baseball field. I like the brick dust. Looks like they got a lot of sponsors. But I can tell by the age of this place that indeed this is where Johnny Knoxville, right there up on that mound. All right, guys, so I had to look it up. Carson Daly of MTV is not from Tennessee. He is from Santa Monica, and that makes way more sense. So this is the home dugout. You got the bullpen to the right over there. You got the brick dust, and I can only imagine that is the original scoreboard that Mr. Johnny saw out here, Mr. PJ. Really cool. So in between his high school and Jackass, Johnny Knoxville was a stuntman. And one of his very first jobs, he was a stand-in stunt actor for Keanu Reeves and Bram Stoker's Dracula. If I find a picture, I'll put it into frame. I just learned about this a week or two ago. I thought that was very, very cool. I had no idea that Johnny Knoxville, without doing research and watching Jackass all my life, he was actually a stuntman. I knew he had some skateboarding ties because of the Big Brother magazine, which that is how Johnny Knoxville came to be known. He was doing stunts for the skateboarding magazine, Big Brother. There you go, the South Doyle bandwagon right there. This must be the band building. Always want to show that. All right, now we're heading back to the north side of Knoxville. The location I'm about to show you from Jackass was in season 2, episode 7, Eddie's Auto Parts. It's beautiful here, isn't it? I love living here. All right, guys, so here we are, the abandoned location, Eddie's Auto Parts from Jackass. Johnny Knoxville was out here himself. This is, again, season 2, episode 7. What's really cool is that the sign that you see in Jackass is still here. Now, there's more to the story about this Eddie. He's a legendary dude around here. I went to find as I was researching this location. I'm gonna play the clip so you understand what's going on here.
So we're in Knoxville, Tennessee, outside of Eddie's Auto Parts. Now, the owner is a friend of my father's named Eddie Harvey. He's got a really short temper, and we're going to send Dimitri in there with a Russian accent to see how long it takes him to get hot.
And Eddie was a friend of Johnny's father. So this was a bit, this was a prank. And there was also another guy inside this door right here. Just walking up here and seeing it, it looks almost as it did 25 years ago. It's very cool that this old sign's sitting up here. That first shot that we see of Eddie's Auto Parts was obviously taken across the way here. Check it out. Gonna zoom in to recreate it. Also, in the lower right hand corner, I'll place the shot from the television show Eddie's Auto Parts. And at some point, Johnny's over here. It shows him inside a car. That's why I specifically parked over there. Okay, check this out. So behind Dimitri here, you can see this fence. This fence right here, specifically this cross support bar here on the chain link, and right here and up behind him, it's all grown up, but you can see the hill behind him in the shot. Dimitri was standing right here before he walked up, which he would have walked up that ramp and into the main door of Eddie's Auto Parts. Yeah, you can see that behind him then and now right here. This is where they were standing, and I think right there against the building is where Johnny and Dimitri were doing the intro. I think you can see this garage door right behind him. If that wasn't it, then it's very hard to tell. It's a very close shot, but it definitely looks like a garage door that was right behind him. Cool that that gate is the same. It hasn't changed in 25 years. And Dimitri, who's playing the Russian accent guy, has the body cam on. That's how we get the interaction in the show from inside. So it all kind of looks the same. It looks like someone still owns this. Oh wow, there's the location. There's the counter. That's amazing. Right there, Dimitri and Eddie behind the counter. You can see perhaps some of the same auto parts.
Who, Eddie? I need help. You Eddie?
Need a tape.
No, I need help with my car. She break.
There's a bunch of auto parts. Also, there's like a creepy head over there. Check that out. Really cool. Now, there you go. I'll put a screenshot into frame. And also, I'll put a link to the video where I got this off YouTube. Someone put it on YouTube. I'll put a link to that in case you want to watch the whole thing. But I've got the shot into frame for you. So Eddie would have been right there amongst that door with the baseball bat, and that's where the interaction happened. And then he gets chased out the door. Dimitri gets chased out the door. Johnny is over there in a car, and the cameraman, whoever that was, filming back at the door. Filmed here, it said in October 2000, so this place hasn't changed very much in 25 years, and I don't think it's been open for quite some time. I like the old Fram filter signs here, which you can see in the episode. I used to work for Napa Auto Parts for 10 years, so this is really cool to be at this legendary auto parts store / Jackass filming location. Really cool prank, really hilarious Jackass stuff. Very cool that Eddie himself has some history here, Eddie's Auto Parts, and I found that online. I'm gonna read some of that for you. He was a pretty well-known dude, pretty nice dude it seemed. And I think it was Johnny Knoxville, his way of celebrating that, putting him into this television show. He obviously, him and his dad loved Eddie, and he was a good friend. So it was really cool how he paid tribute to a hometown legend. All right, so as I was about to talk about Eddie, someone came by and they were just curious to see what I'm doing. That happens a lot. I look suspicious with the camera, I get it. But long story short, we got in a conversation. We were talking about Eddie and how he grew up coming here. This guy that just came by, and he said that he was one of the main funders of the Jackass television show. And if you remember the Roadrunner shirts you see in the series, those were Eddie's shirts. So Eddie was also paid tribute in the show, but he was also one of the main contributors. I did not know that, so thanks to the gentleman that stopped by to tell me that. And Eddie's still alive, and that's awesome. And I hope someday that his family take over the business. That would be really cool, because they do still own it, according to this gentleman that stopped by. Okay, so I popped into my car because of the sun. I couldn't really see my phone. Eddie's Auto Parts Knoxville.com. Here is Eddie right here. Now that's Italian. He must be Italian. Look at that. There is a website devoted to the godfather of auto parts. So this is really cool. I like how everything's coming full circle. And this is the image that we saw on t-shirts worn by Johnny Knoxville in the Jackass crew. That's really cool to hear. And it goes on to talk a lot about this man's life. I'll put a link in the description below. I'll read just a little bit of it, but it says the life of Eddie Harvey is one of the younger generations would likely never know. Being born at the beginning of the Great Depression, Eddie learned how to live less than moderate life. Doing so enabled him to see the importance of hard work and the understanding of do what it takes to make something happen. And the article goes on to say that Eddie attended art classes at the University of Tennessee, and a really cool photo here in this website of him standing pretty much right here. That photograph was taken right here, and I would say at least 30 or 40 years ago. So yeah, check that out below. All right, so we're gonna head over to the theater where Johnny Knoxville attended for the premiere of Dukes of Hazzard. And welcome to the west side of Knoxville. This is the Regal Pinnacle Theater. This theater back 20 years ago had the hometown premiere to Johnny Knoxville of the Dukes of Hazzard. Jessica Simpson, Sean William Scott. I've got pictures to show you underneath the marquee. I was here a couple nights ago. We watched Superman. It wasn't what I expected. I liked it, I enjoyed it, but it was what I expected. It was James Gunn's version of Superman, very Guardians of the Galaxy. Not my favorite, but I enjoyed it. It was really cool. Definitely the best DC movie to come out in a long time. Yeah, so we saw this here Monday night, and that's when I saw what I'm about to show you. A couple things. They got a slide inside here. Yes, a slide. All right, welcome to the main lobby. This place is gigantic, and I really enjoyed it. We had a great time watching the movie here. Upstairs is a game zone, and right there is a slide. All right, guys, I gotta check out this slide up to the game zone. This is pretty amazing. Having a slide in a movie theater, I needed this when I was a kid. All right, welcome to the arcade. They got a lot of good stuff in here. Oh, they got the Aliens game over there. They got Mario Kart. They got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They've got Halo. And right here, check this out. They've got the slide. I don't see anything about how old you have to be or not be. All right, I've got the need for speed. And it didn't say anything about not wearing your sunglasses either. All right, I'm Tampa J, and this is Knoxville. Let's do it. I haven't done this in a long time. Woo! All right. Woo! All right, that was fun. Short and sweet. All right, you saw it. I officially went down a slide in a movie theater. Now I can officially retire. All right, folks, so check it out right here. Tennessee benefit screening, Dukes of Hazzard, July 30th, 2005. That's coming up on the exact 20th anniversary. We had Johnny Knoxville as Luke Duke out here. We had Sean William Scott as Bo Duke. And of course, Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke. There are pictures of them out here. And I'll put some of them in the screen. You can definitely see the light bulbs of the marquee up above them as they're walking into the screening. Pardon the loud music, trying to avoid the copyrights, but there was a lot of people out here, a lot of fans meeting them 20 years ago. Isn't that crazy? I can't believe, I feel like I just saw that yesterday with my friends. I remember I saw that at a Regal Cinema in Tampa at the Citrus Park Theater with my friends. That was 20 years ago. Wow, incredible. But definitely a lot of photos out here of them on that day. Johnny Knoxville out here himself. And also, there were other movie premieres out here. And it's mind-blowing the amount of celebrities that were out here. Check this out. For the Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby, July 20th, 2006, we had the Ricky Bobby here, Mr. Will Ferrell. That's amazing. And also, in December 13th, 2018, from Aquaman, Patrick Wilson, King Orm, who is from Tampa. Patrick Wilson grew up in Tampa. His dad, John Wilson, was on, I forget what news station it was. I think it was Fox 13. But John Wilson, son or father of Patrick Wilson from Tampa, grew up in Tampa. Fun fact for you. And check this out, Lee Brendan Fraser as Trevor Anderson from the Journey of the Center of the Earth premiere, June 24th, 2008. Also, Josh Hutcherson as Sean Anderson from Kenny Chesney's Summer in 3D. All right, Twilight fans, Twilight's New Moon screening, benefit screening here with the Robert Pattinson, Mr. Edward, and Taylor Lautner, and Kristen Stewart. You got Bella, Jacob, and Edward. We're all here for that screening back in 2009. Were you Team Jacob or were you Team Edward? I think I was Team Jacob. The Chronicles of Narnia, Tennessee screening, December 8th, 2010. Skander Keynes as Edmund Provenci, and Georgie Henley as Lucy Provenci. And Logan Lucky premiere. The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, November 19, 2013. We have Liam Hemsworth and Francis Lawrence, director. Also, Steven Soderbergh, director. All right, it keeps going. All right, Kenny Chesney, once again, Dane Cook, and Jessica Alba right here for Good Luck Chuck, 2007. Then over here, we've got Hugh Jackman, the Hugh Jackman, Charlie Kenton from Real Steel. And we've got Tom Cruise Jack Reacher, October 17th, 2016. Tom Cruise and Hugh Jackman were here. All right, last but not least, this is one of my favorites. Jeff Daniels and Jack Black. Jeff Daniels as Harry Dunn from Dumb and Dumber 2 in 2014. That's amazing. I love the original Dumb and Dumber. And also Goosebumps, last but not least, Goosebumps, September 24th, 2015, with the R.L. Stine, played by Jack Black. Those are all the celebrities that have been inside of this Regal Cinema. Pretty cool. Johnny Knoxville's hometown. I wasn't expecting the blaring music underneath the marquee, so I hope that turned out okay. I'm trying to avoid the copyrights and whatnot. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the Jackass location, the Johnny Knoxville locations, and the theater, and of course, the slide. That was my favorite part. Guys, give the video a thumbs up. If you like videos like this one, feel free to subscribe below and check out more of my content in the Much Behind. And as I always say, there's much ahead. We'll see you next time here on the Tampa J channel. Maybe in Knoxville. Well, nah, maybe not next time, but we'll be back. And shout out to Johnny Knoxville and all you Jackass fans for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm actually gonna head over and meet up with Chris, my fiance. She's nearby shopping and we're gonna hang out. So yeah, let's end it. Know you're awesome, know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead, baby. Yes, I'm talking to you. Put one foot in front of the other and keep on punching and keep on trucking. However you deal with it, you deal with it, and you deal with it good.